The flashy allure of casinos, bright lights, free drinks, and the tantalizing promise of hitting it big. But let me get real with you. Beneath those glittering exteriors, casinos are meticulously designed mathematical fortresses built to gradually siphon away your money. For ages, number crunchers and game theorists have tried turning the tables using their grasp of probabilities to outwit this system. A quaint anecdote illustrates this endeavor. Back in 1986, when the American Physical Society had a shindig in Las Vegas, a local paper supposedly published the headline "Physicists in Town. Lowest casino take ever." The secret? These physicists allegedly knew the unbeatable strategy for casino games: simply don't play. Now, it's no secret that beating casinos at their own game is a pipe dream. But there's this intriguing little betting tactic grounded in probability that theoretically could rake in money over time. With, of course, a massive catch. Picture this. You're at the roulette table betting on red or black. The payout's even, meaning if you bet a buck and win, you get that buck back plus another. And, for simplicity, let's assume you truly have an even shot, 50-50, of calling the right color. Though, let's not forget, real roulette tables have those pesky green pockets, giving the house an edge. Also, let's assume there's no cap on how much you can bet. Here's the lowdown. You start with a $1 bet on any color. If you lose, double your bet and play again. Keep doubling $1, $2, $4, $8, $16, and so on until you score a win. For instance, if you lose your first two baits, but win on your third $4 bet, you've lost $3 in total, at $1 $4, netting you a tidy $1 profit. Repeat this scenario. If your win comes on your fourth bet, despite losing $7 on the way, you walk away with an $8 win, again leaving you with a $1 profit. This pattern seems to promise a constant $1 gain every win. Think $1 is chump change. Well, you can amplify this by either running the strategy repeatedly or starting with a heftier initial stake. Kick off with $1,000, and the windfall scales accordingly. Got a snarky retort that this works only if you eventually guess the right color. Hold your horses, because given enough rounds, the odds mandate you will. The chance of losing every single bet dwindles as rounds increase. This holds even with the house edge. Sounds like a one-way ticket to Easy Street, right? Alas, no. This strategy, known as the martingale system, has been around since the 18th century. Popular, yes, but it's also a flawed siren song, luring gamblers with its simplicity and false hope. Notable Lothario Jacques Casanova himself noted that his run with it left him penniless. The root of the issue: you got limited pockets. Let's say you have just $7, aiming to make it $8. You can lose the first three baits, $1, $2, $4, but that's your limit. While the odds of 3 consecutive losses are slim, only about 12.5%, you'll end up broke that slim chance of the time. And, classic gambler fallacy here, these risks balance out. 1/8 times $7 loss plus 7/8 times $1 gain equals a net zero. This effect doesn't taper off, it's scalable. Start with any amount, and the story remains. Only a few players endure catastrophic losses against many smaller wins. If legions of gamblers tried this, small wins would offset huge losses, averaging out to zilch. But hey, the martingale doesn't end at $7. If your funds run low after 3 losses, you just hit the ATM and bet $8 anew. The guaranteed profit banks on your never-ending willingness and bankroll to keep betting till you win. The catch? You have a finite amount of cash, and with each doubling bet, the amount snowballs quickly. You're wagering your livelihood for a paltry $1. The reality check hits hard. Eventually, you'll hit bottom, and if it happens before your lucky win, you're out of luck. Moreover, even infinite stacks won't help. Sure, probability ensures a win in the long run, but what if death calls before your winning spin? The impracticalities of real life clip the wings of this idealized mathematical fun. It's amusingly clear when we look back, you can't tilt the odds of a casino game in your favor. Yet, it's surprising we only disprove it by considering finite cash and mortal life. The dreamy landscape of infinite mathematical possibilities. Not so practical here. What about games with better odds? Imagine you had $25 and kept betting on a biased coin that lands head 60% of the time. Over 300 tosses, players using optimal strategy might expect over $3 million. Yet, in a study, many participants went bust, and oddly, Even with a known edge, some bet incorrectly. Their flawed strategies wasted their potential. The dilemma: bet too much and risk early bankruptcy on unlucky flips. Bet too little and squander your advantage. Enter the Kelly criterion, a formula ensuring the perfect balance. Devised by John Kelly Jr. in the 50s, it suggests betting a constant fraction, your purse each round, to P to 1, where P is your win probability. Bet 20% each flip, and it adjusts based on your wins and losses to minimize bankruptcy risk. Unlike martingale, Kelly's approach proves functional and vital in quantitative finance. Blackjack hard counters swear by it for modifying baits as the deck heats up. Caveats exist though. It assumes you know your exact win probability, which isn't always clear-cut outside structured games, like in stock markets, and bankroll management changes as wealth amasses who'd gamble $200,000 no $1 million purse on one flip without some risk aversion. In short, if you find favorable odds, ditch the simplistic martingale. Go for Kelly's sophisticated method. It's a better bet in the long run.